So Barcelona are in B. So we probably don't want B, we don't want G. That's fair to say. Or do you? Do you think a difficult game will bring the best out of them? Real Madrid are a kind of unknown. Atletico Madrid are out now with Ronaldo and with the new manager, so that obviously presents its difficulties in Europe for the first time. Atletico Madrid are out now, so we're getting to the end of this draw. No Lokomotiv Moscow yet. City, Juventus and Lokomotiv are the ones that are remaining, I believe. Yeah. City in pot 1, Champions League. I never would have thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day. Diego Forlan. He won the Europa League with Atletico, didn't he?
Yeah, was it like a beat Fulham, I think.
Jamie Jackson's still here. We're going to get Jamie's reaction once we find out who the first team is we get. We want to save some of Jamie's thoughts for the fan phoning as well, because we've got a lot coming through later. But the Champions League draw is taking place. We've got Joe McGrath in the building as well. There's no Webby here today, so that just means more phone calls for you guys. And Juventus are now out as well. Kaka's looking happy about that. And Juventus are out the hat. DFH to go, I think. Is that Pavel Nedved? What a player he was. Used to always try and sign him on Championship Manager. What a player. There you go, Forlan. The right player signed at the wrong time by Fergie. H. So we've got City and Lokomotiv Moscow to come out now, and they will either be D or F. D or F. They're going to do another reward after this, aren't they? So they're going to really drag this out. And it might be a case that this Champions League draw has to continue on the fan phoning. I don't know. Because it is really...
5:35.
It is going on now a little bit. And we've only got to the first part of the draw, which is quite shocking to say the least. Lokomotiv and Manchester City waiting to come out of the hat. Where it's a bowl. A nice bowl. They could really make these fun. F. So it wasn't D. And F for Manchester City. So we obviously can't be in Group F. And this is the one that we will want, whichever one Lokomotiv are in right now. There we go, Lokomotiv Moscow, thank God for that. Don't have to start the draw all over again. And Lokomotiv Moscow will be in Group D. So that's the one we want. Group D. Imagine, I don't want to say that actually. Remember last year's group? Then we made that a little bit of a worry towards the end. Right, I think they're going to do another reward. So this could be dragging on a little bit. Oh no. Yeah, Champions League defender of the season, Sergio Ramos, I think should get it for his challenge on Salah alone. He started taking penalties for Real Madrid now. He's just kind of like, Ronaldo's left and he's like, oh, I guess I'm the main man now. I think the Champions League is kind of set up for a Real Madrid-Juventus final, isn't it? It would be like, if United weren't going to get there, it would be special to watch. Come on, Sergio. Sergio Ramos won it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Sergio. Thoroughly deserved. Defender of the year. He defended Real Madrid's Champions League title. And he took Salah's shoulder with him as well, which was great. Well done to Sergio Ramos. Now can you get on with the draw? It's won so many Champions Leagues. Wouldn't you just be like, call it a day after 3 in a row? Like, if you won 3 Champions Leagues in a row on Football Manager, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to delete this save now because it's not realistic. People aren't going to believe that I've won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. They're going to think I've restarted games and stuff. And they did it in real life. It's absolutely incredible. If it was Barcelona, a lot more would have been made of it, let's be honest. Viva Ronaldo anyway. And Viva Ramos. Can we get to Group B, the Pot B now, please? Come on. Like, you would actually love to be in some of these rooms with the amount of stars that are there, and you'd love to attend it just to be like, ooh, chance of bumping into, I don't know, Forlan or Beckham or something. But actually being there would be so dull, wouldn't it? Because I'd imagine you can't speak much. You're sat there pretending you're interested. And it's not great. But here we are, Champions League draw, and you want to be in it every year. And we are in it this year. Pot B, we're waiting for those to be drawn. Ramos is still talking, I assume, about Salah. That's all he's asked about these days. I don't even think Salah was really injured, you know. I think he just got scared. Just thought he was injured, but he wasn't. Ramos would have carried on. Hope some Liverpool fans are watching this to get wound up. Right, let me get the comments up. Get the comments up. Oh, here they are. Cheers. So Ramos is going to sit down right now, and then we're going to get back onto, let's see the comments. And then once we've got United out, we will get Jamie Jackson's reaction to the Champions League draw. They sat Ramos right behind Salah. That's priceless. Pot 2 teams to be drawn. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Porto are in Group D. Porto got Group D then. Well, that's what the comments say.
Right, okay.
Yeah, apparently we're a little bit behind here.
I see. Okay, fair enough.
Unless there's another stream somewhere. Let's find out. So we've got one of the big boys then. Yeah. Alright then, come on.
I think look about to have been drawn so that United haven't gone.
Roma for Group G. Yeah, this one's better. Can you get on YouTube on this? Get to BT Sport. There we go. Roma in Group G. So we got Roma in Group G. United cannot get Man City, guys. Come on. Use your brains. We've been in the Champions League long enough to know. Can't get English team in the group stages.
BT, is that?
Here we go. United. What group are we in? Gonna find out shortly. We're gonna find out who United have got shortly. Come on. Who have United got? Let's find out. Let's find out. We have got. Here we go. We can only get E or H. Oh, it looks like we've got Viva Ronaldo. I've just been talking about Viva Ronaldo. United have got Juventus. Group H. United against Juventus in the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo is coming home, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming back to Old Trafford. There was no need for a plain banner to bring him back to Old Trafford this time. We're going to get Jamie Jackson's immediate reaction, those bars there, to the news that Manchester United have Juventus in the Champions League.
It's a cracking game. That's going to be in it, home and away, playing Ronaldo and his friends, obviously. It's going to be tough, you know. it's a bit of a cliche, but Italians, they know how to play football in Europe. But Mourinho, he bossed that league, didn't he? When he was in Inter, he knows his way.
It's interesting because this Juventus side, with the signing of Ronaldo, it's obviously geared towards winning the Champions League, and now we've got a team that will be expecting to win the Champions League, having just signed Ronaldo. And we've got. Do you think coming up against an opposition like Juventus could bring the best out of United's players and the manager?
Yeah, I do. Because you've got to look at United's record last season against other top 6 sides. Pretty good, really. Listen, I would back United to get a draw there, which is a good result, obviously, away, and beat them at home. I'm not saying it's going to be easy as me saying that. But, I wouldn't be too concerned about that.
Pogba back as well to his old club?
Exactly, yeah. I don't know, I mean, if it was better than Barcelona, I'd say, or Real Madrid. It's group stages as well. It'd be interesting to see, obviously, the other 2 teams are going to get now. But I think that's a nice draw. Listen, everyone wanted to go to Moscow, but the problem with Moscow is it is a long way away, and that can take it out of sides, for the league. So what is it, like an hour and a half plane ride to Turin? I feel it's a nice draw, especially if you're a United fan, you're going to see Ronaldo on your patch again, aren't you?
I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing. Like, you could probably absolutely. I can just imagine Smalling and Jones against Ronaldo. Like, Jesus.
Well, hopefully it won't be them. I'd like to see Bailly and Lindelof first choice this season. So hopefully with those two, it'd be Bailly, who I rate as a proper centre back. I don't know what is going on with him being dropped, completely from the squad. I mean, what has he done to deserve that? Unless he's got an injury we don't know about or didn't know about. On form, I rate him as one of the best in our Premier League. So, put him on Ronaldo. It's easy to say he's not the player he was, but he's still a phenomenon, isn't he, Cristiano Ronaldo?
City got Shakhtar again. They get them every season, don't they?
Oh, you're joking me.
Jamie Jackson covers both Manchester United and Manchester City. So
is that right?
Yeah, you've got another trip to Ukraine.
That's usually about 400 plane rides. I think I've lost track. I think that's the one team they lost to, wasn't it? Away.
I think Fred scored.
Yeah, in the group stage just before Christmas. It was pretty cold. But listen, it's Pep Guardiola. I mean, we're not here to talk about City, obviously. But.
No, we're not. Pogba and Ronaldo going back to their old grounds, which is really, really something to look forward to for me. Anyway, I think that's, Ronaldo back at Old Trafford's always great. Obviously, if United get through the group and we're playing them for top spot, it's a little bit more relaxing to go against them. But I'm really looking forward to that. And it'll be a big game for Paul Pogba to step up and say, I'm a better player than I was when I left here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd like to think he is. He just won the World Cup. But I think that's a really proper heavyweight, European clash in the group stage.
Some classics over the years as well.
Yeah,
I remember Del Piero scoring after 26 seconds. Giggs scoring a phenomenal goal at Old Trafford in 96. In Turin in 2001 was it, when he scored that solo goal? A lot of pressure on him. And then that's excusing the 99 one.
Yeah, well, I'm no United fan, but I did happen to watch that game at the time. I wasn't in this job, in a pub, and it's one of the best games of football or comebacks I've seen. Obviously, Roy Keane. I don't know, was it his best ever performance for you?
For me, it was his best ever performance, because for me, like,
he cried, didn't he?
It can. I know Keano's not the type to cry, but to mentally stay in the match and say, "All right, we're going to get there anyway." That was incredible.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes it an even better performance, because without that you wouldn't have been in the final, would you? And you wouldn't have had the chance to win it, which you obviously did. So, that was a heck of a performance, and I think that shows what United can do against basically any side, or Juventus, who's sort of the record winners of the Champions League, aren't they?
Spurs got Barcelona.
That's them getting hammered about 5-0.
And I think PSG got a good team, but I've missed it. Modric for the best midfielder, I think that's thoroughly deserved, both on an international level and on a club level, for Luka Modric. I remember when I met Eric Cantona, I like to throw that into things. I remember when I met Eric Cantona and he said that, and it was personal favourite for me, because like Modric is one of my favourite players, and when I asked Cantona, who's your favourite player, he was like, Luka Modric, and it was like, wow, like we think the same.
That's a fair call, because the guy is pretty. Cantona was a great footballer, so for him to say that about Modric, I was, when he went to Real Madrid, I was a little bit surprised at the time, but he's proved it, hasn't he?
Because I think mentally it seemed like he maybe wouldn't be able to handle Real Madrid.
That's what I was getting at, because that wasn't a Spurs side that we've got now, which is a half decent side in the top 3 or 4 each season. It was a bit of a bit of an Everton kind of thing, in and out. So for him to go there and then do what he's done, fair play to the guy. He was good in the World Cup, obviously, as well. He was excellent, wasn't he? Thoroughly deserved.
Tejas asks a question. Now, it's about Jamie Jackson, the press, and the United. Now, we're not speaking about those things on the Champions League draw reaction. We'll be on the fan phone in between 6 and 7, and you can check that out. We'll be live on Full Time
Keep
Devils.
it clean.
Keep it clean as well. Look, Jamie's a great friend of the channel. But if you want to ask him any questions, and even if they are difficult questions, you can ask them as long as it's respectful.
Yeah, just no swearing. any question you like, as long as it's clean based. As
long as it's respectful, it's all good. Yeah. Right, I think we're getting closer to the third teams now, the third pot of players. So let me just rest this back here, and we'll get Jamie Jackson's thoughts on who United have got in the third team, pot 3. We've got 10 minutes till we're live on the radio, so these that at Uefa really do need to hurry up. And we have got either Ajax, who I want, CSKA Moscow, who I don't want, Lyon, Memphis Depay, Monaco, Radamel Falcao, I love him, PSV Eindhoven, who's there? No one that I know of. Irving Lozano, though, good player.
Where's Van Persie now?
He's at Feyenoord.
Is he? Sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking Van Persie, but it was Feyenoord. Schalke and Valencia. Now we played Schalke. Was it in 2009, 2010? On the way to the final. 2009. I remember beating Schalke with Neuer, and I remember beating them 4-0 and Anderson scoring. Oh man, can we just bring Fergie back? He made Anderson score in the Champions League semi-final. Oh God. Right, Diego's got his balls back out. We are waiting for United's second opposition, and we've got Group F straight out. Is that United's? What group is our number? It's Manchester City. I've got Lyon. So they've got Lyon. Trip to Lyon there for you, Jamie?
My memory's awful. Did they play them recently? Or have I got that
United have played Lyon in recent years.
Right, that's what I'm getting mixed up with, crumbs.
Yeah, United have played Lyon in recent years. I was going to say that other night when Giggs took an early free kick, and then that was Lille though, not Lyon. CSKA Moscow are out. They can get E, G, or H. E, G, or H. Drum rolls. Oh, I love Diego Forlan.
Still got the same hair, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still got the same hair. I bet he's still got the same six-pack as well. He's going to take his shirt off, start running around. This G, who's G? I'm all over the place here. I haven't got a clue what's going on in this draw. So Real Madrid, Roma and CSKA Moscow. So Manchester United cannot get CSKA Moscow. We have got Juventus. United have got Juventus. There's been suggestion, hot and cold balls in the comments. We'll have none of that around here. Group H, Juventus, Manchester United. Will we get Schalke? If we get Schalke, it's a very difficult draw so far. We can't get Schalke, I don't think. So let's see what happens here. Will it be H? Will it be H? We've got Juventus, Manchester United. Will we get Schalke? Will it be Schalke? Who is it? Group H. Come on. Group D for Schalke. So United have not got Schalke. Schalke are going into another group. So
who's left? Is Ajax left?
Ajax are still left. I've just been reminded by Jamie Jackson. Come on, give me Ajax. Give me Ajax. Going to Amsterdam for New Year's, so if I get to go twice, if I get to go before New Year's as well, that's even better. Oh mate, I may as well just move in. Who's that? Valencia are out. Trip to Spain. They could get United as well. E or H for Valencia. E or H for Valencia. Where Pereira was on loan, Manchester United have got Valencia. We have got Valencia.
Really?
Yeah. Valencia for Manchester United. So Andres Pereira will be going back to the team that he was on loan at last season, Valencia. So Manchester United have got Juventus and Valencia so far. That is a very, very difficult group so far. It's shaping up to be a difficult group. Happy with that trip to Spain?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy about the trip, of course. Is it too early to wheel out the old cheesy phrase "group of death" for this one?
I need to see all the others to see how they're piling up, but it could be.
From United's point of view, it could have been easier. Let's put it that way. I don't know. I think in Europe, I would back Mourinho to get for the group stage. I tell you what, if he doesn't, he will have problems. The Sevilla thing is a little bit worrying though. He should never have lost that game and gone out there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But hopefully he'll learn from that. I'm not sure Pereira will get anywhere near the matchday squad again, to be honest, after what happened in the game. What was it? Was it Brighton he got pulled off? I'm not saying I agree with that, but you know, I don't know. He might never be seen again. So we'll have to wait and see whether he'll feature. But you know, it's Valencia. United finished second last season in the Premier League. They should have a good chance of. Well, the reason why we're not too sure is because all the uncertainty at the moment, isn't it, with United? You know, with the start and how pre-season went for Mr. Mourinho. So again, you know, you might play your sort of easiest inverted commas game first, opponent first.
Yeah.
You know, got to do it that way. And so by the time you hit Juventus, you know, you're in a lot of form. Because we're going to find out the actual. Do they decide the order in this, or is that just done by Uefa? You know, in terms of home and away, are we going to find out?
I'm not sure. I think that might be set already. So it's like once the draw's made, it kind of falls into space, doesn't it?
Okay.
Bayern Munich, Benfica, Ajax sounds like a difficult group on paper, doesn't it? It's a lot of heavyweights in that. Ajax, Benfica, and of course Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure what the sort of. I suppose Pils and Young Boys, that pot there, but even in there, Galatasaray. Inter, very interesting.
In the pot 4, we could get AEK, Club Brugge, Galatasaray, Hoffenheim, Inter Milan, Red Star Belgrade, Victoria Pilsen or Young Boys. Belgrade would be historically very poignant, wouldn't it? It was in 1958 when we last played them, I think, and it's their first time back in the Champions League.
I mean, just purely for the trip to go to that place and that stadium, you know, that'd be my choice, but obviously it doesn't necessarily work like that.
Liverpool have got PSG and Napoli, just in that flash up. That's a difficult group as well.
Yeah, Napoli know what they're doing, don't they, at the moment? I don't know. I was just looking at it. So United could end up with Juventus and Inter, is that correct, in theory?
You can't get 2 Italian teams,
right,
so we can't get Inter, sorry. I just need to check something with producer Chris, because we've got 3 minutes until the fan phoning begins, live on national radio. Yeah, I'm here talking about Champions League draw, because these lot are still fiddling with balls.
So as soon as this finishes, end it, run in.
So Joe's starting the show without me?
Yeah, but tell him at the end of this to come over to the other drawer.
Yeah, do you want to...
Do you want to come
Yes,
through?
I might as well.
Right, Jamie's going into... No problem, Jamie. You can abandon me all you like. Jamie's heading into the studio now. So as soon as we're finished here with the Champions League draw, myself will head into the studio, take over that shit, and you lot will end this stream, jump on the fan phone-in stream. Some of you will phone in, some of you aren't going to phone in. You know the drill. So Ronaldo's going to collect this draw, the beautiful human being. Not only we have Beckham on stage, we've had Ronaldo now coming out. And then we'll get United's third team. But Valencia and Juventus are the teams that we've got so far. Valencia and Juventus. How about that, guys? Right, they're getting ready to sort out the final bits and pieces of this Champions League draw. It looks like Ronaldo hadn't turned up to collect up his trophy, so we don't get to see Ronaldo on stage. He's like, I win that shit every year. Why do I need to come for a trophy? 1,000 people watching at the moment. Get hitting that like button, get subscribing, get sharing, get commenting. Get your thoughts in on the Champions League draw. So far, we have got Juventus, Manchester United and Valencia. And now we're waiting to find out who our fourth team in the group is. At the moment, I think we've just seen Hoffenheim drawn out of the draw. We've already know we cannot get Inter Milan. So we've seen Hoffenheim come out. We could get Hoffenheim, AEK, Club Brugge, Galatasaray, Red Star Belgrade, Victoria Pilsen, Young Boys. But we cannot get Inter Milan because obviously they are Italian. Juventus are Italian. You can't get 2 Italian teams in the group. Can't get two of any of the same nationality teams in the group. Group F. Is Group F United's group? I forgot what group letter group is. Group H, Group F. I don't know what's going on right now. So confused, right. No, we're Group H. So Group F, City's group. They've got Hoffenheim. So we're waiting. Juventus, Manchester United, Valencia. Who will be the fourth team, guys? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Right, we've got Galatasaray out of the hat now. Will we be making a trip to Turkey? Galatasaray out of the hat. Right, waiting to find out who United have got. Galatasaray are in Group D. So they're in Lokomotiv Moscow, Porto, Schalke, and Galatasaray. That is a very, very open group. And the Galatasaray chairman looks very happy about that. They must see that as a big opportunity for themselves to get through. We already know we can't get Hoffenheim, can't get Inter, can't get Galatasaray. So it's AEK, Club Bruges, Red Star, Pilsen or Young Boys. We got Young Boys out of the hat. Now, what are your thoughts on this one, guys? Let us know in the comments below. Keep your thoughts coming in on Manchester United's group. So far we have Juventus, Valencia. Who will we get next? Who's next? Who's next? We never got Galatasaray, but who is next? And we've got Young Boys. We have got Young Boys in the group. Young Boys of Switzerland. Manchester United have got. And that is Manchester United's group in the Champions League. It is Juventus, Manchester United, Valencia, and Young Boys of Switzerland. What are your thoughts on that, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you happy with that group? What do you think about that group? Let us know in the comments below. And also, join us on the fan phone-in, which has begun right now. End this stream, head over to the phone-in. I'm going to run over to the studio and take over that show. I'll see you there.